Okay, so our first guest, we got Chad Kerley here. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
Much
no
appreciated.
worries. Yeah.
Chad's been in the game for quite a while. I mean, he almost kind of influenced a certain style of riding, I would say, of like very technical lines, oftentimes linked with manuals in between things. And I feel like you were one of the first dudes I saw kind of going hard in that direction. I feel like I've seen a lot of other people follow suit, so definitely a big influencer in the game. And thanks for coming in.
Thank you, man.
How you been? What have you been up to?
It was my birthday a few days ago, so I've just been like recovering from that low key. But
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. I'm 23. So
Sick.
I'm stoked. I'm on my Jumpman year. I've been trying to put on a pair of Jordans every day,
Nice.
at least once a day.
New pair? Or?
No, just a pair every day. I put on a pair. But yeah, man, it's been good. I've kind of like started working on my real street part with Christian too.
Right.
So I've been working on that.
How's that been going?
It's been going well. Actually, like the first few clips we had filmed, I guess we had started right on January 1st.
Right.
So Stu didn't even really give us the whole the details behind it like that soon. So we
Gotcha.
kind of just went in and did it, and then I guess Christian was filming it in a format that wasn't gonna be fitted for TV or something ridiculous.
Oh,
so he was like, "Dude, I'm so bummed." My
Damn.
bad." But I'm like, "No, it's cool because everything happens for a reason too." So I think like it works well because I'm putting out this Haro edit, so I could put those clips with that, and then we kind of have a fresh start with working on some stuff for the real street part. Now we have a couple clips, so
Right.
it is what it is. But it's still like pretty early. We have a couple months left, or a few months left, I'm pretty sure. So
Now the Haro edit, we actually have a little behind the scenes
you do?
from that.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
And that was kind of an interesting story because last year you were an alternate for Real BMX,
Yeah,
correct? And
yeah.
then, so just in
Yeah.
case someone got hurt, you were filming with Christian.
yeah.
And then now that's turned into what's going to be this Haro
Exactly.
video, right?
Yeah. And it's funny, the other clips I got were for Real Street too, and then that turned to some Haro stuff. But
Huh.
yeah, it all works the way I think it's supposed to.
Right.
But, yeah.
So you kind of have like a allocated period of time you have to film for the X Games thing.
Yeah,
so.
it's like a few months set out. You have from here to here, so
Gotcha.
yeah.
How do you like working with Christian and all this stuff?
I love working with Christian. It's crazy because I haven't been working with him. Like there was a time period where we weren't really working a lot together because he was busy doing his thing, I was busy doing mine. After the market video, he got busy doing all his other stuff, United part and
Right.
Etnies this and that. So this has been our like refreshing, like we're working together again. It's been nice to like just be going in on stuff again and
Just like old times.
yeah,
market
like
video.
old times, a market video, and we're pretty used to doing video contests because we did it for the hunt too. So it's like
Right.
we know like I don't know, we have a good chemistry when it comes to like these types of things. So I'm like really stoked to be working with him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you done any of those Sosh Urban Motion things? Or
No,
Oh, okay.
I got an invite for that actually.
I know that he had done some of those.
Yeah, he did that, and I know Dennis did that too before. So
Right.
yeah, no, I haven't done that yet, but that'd be fun to do with him. He's like someone I could trust for something like that in video
Right.
contests. You could just let's get it, Christian. So.
Just have that vibe.
Just natural chemistry, because I started filming with him, really, all my, like, professional, real kind of stuff, like Welcome to Premium and, like, Nike stuff, and
Right.
he's always been there for me, so, yeah, he's a good dude.
Nice. Speaking of Welcome to Premium, actually, I wanted to go into, like, the evolution of your riding a bit
Yeah.
because we have your very first premium video, which is, it's kind of funny to see.
Old one?
This
The
one
where I
right
have
here.
the baby face?
CHAD.
Yeah, had to spell it out and everything. I think that was Matt Kolish who filmed that.
Matt Kolish made that.
Yeah. Tammy's right there, like, yeah, this is super funny. I was in the foot jams. When I wore shin pads, the knee pads, all that, because I was going to the park every day. But yeah, it's funny to see that. And I had a gyro, I don't
Right.
know. And I rode that thing like it was like a manual pad. Like that was my favorite piece at the park, was just doing fakey stuff, manual 180 stuff.
Just top of the box jump stuff.
Yeah, top of the box jump stuff.
That's where all the technical
That's
stuff.
where I like learned a lot of stuff, just tic-tacking around.
Three manual 180 bar.
Yeah, but I'm like bitch cranking and shit, but whatever. Like, I was learning.
Right.
But it's funny to see that because I honestly don't even go to Claremont that much anymore.
Were you
That's
still
like where
racing?
I like seriously went there every day, and now I don't really go. I haven't even been since they put that big track there, that big old like
The pump track or something?
pump track. I haven't even been there since then. So.
How old were you when this was?
Shoot, I was 14.
Were you racing still at that time? Or?
No, that's when I was like fully like that's what I wanted to do. I had made my mind up at that point, like filming clips and stuff like that. It was my first time really doing that. I don't know, like, cause I did it with like my friends type shit, but never really like doing it for like someone like Matt Kolish at the time. Well, I didn't even know really like that, but I knew he filmed things with Tammy and whoop whoop whoop. So I was like, cool. We stacked a couple clips. I don't know, shit's funny to see.
Yeah.
So young right there, man. It's crazy.
Do you remember, was there any specific time where you kind of made the decision or had a realization where you wanted to do this freestyle thing and you were kind of just getting over the whole freestyle
There
race
was, like, it was just like, seriously, when I started going to Claremont. Like, as soon as I started going to Claremont, I was like, this is way more fun than, like, what I was doing. And I'm still riding my bike. Like, it's like a refreshing, like, happiness for my bike riding. I was like, cool, I want to do this. Never really went to the track again. Like, told my parents, and then that was it. Like, cool, you made your mind up, so let's do it.
Yeah, once you kind of get that taste of freestyle, it's hard to go back.
It's hard to go back. Yeah, and I had always looked up to Dennis too, and my family's pretty close to him, so we knew that like freestyle and that type of thing was how it was like it wasn't a bad thing. It was cool. Like, you know, we came from racing. This is another part of it, and you know, and seeing Dennis do what he was doing and being successful. He was like getting into do tours at the time. We were seeing him on TV. We're like, wow, you could really, you know, do stuff with that, and it's cool. So
he kind of set the example.
Yeah, he did. He definitely set an example. Yeah.
Nice.
So it was cool.
Yeah, once you start doing backwards manuals, it's kind of hard to go back to the track. Huh?
For real, it really is. Dude, I don't even know if I could go around the track like that anymore. Full on just pedaling around. Like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. Like, I do some runs at OB, and at the end, I'm like, damn. Like, I don't know if I could go around a track like that. But
you got to be a real athlete.
You do. Definitely. You really got to train, and that's what burnt me out the most was training. I had to like. My dad was killing me low key, and I was only like 13 years old. Like, running up the biggest flight of stairs I had ever seen, up and down, up and down. Like. I was like, I'm not doing this. This is not what I want to do. This is not my thing. So, yeah.
Definitely. So from that, speaking of backwards manuals, actually, did you know I saw your, record length backwards manual John Hicks filmed on the beach. You know your record got broken though?
Yeah, I seen it.
We got a video of it.
I know.
Here's you.
It's funny
you went,
because
what, 25. Is that meters?
Is that what? I don't know.
Someone measured it out. Apparently.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, Flatland.
Well,
dude.
they did it. They measured it out with the van too.
Right.
I seen the kids sent it to me, and I didn't want to be like dope or nothing because like I just was like, you know what? Okay, you did it. Like there's nothing I could really.
Yeah, I mean.
You clearly, went to that same parking lot.
There's the van.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Past the van. I mean.
He made me want to go back. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go way further than that because I was kind of thinking like, how much further could you go than that white van?
You
set
didn't
the
go
bar. That much further. So
no.
I think I'm gonna go back and do that, and I want to bring out the world record dude type thing. I want to make it like a record. I keep
Guinness
thinking,
book, man.
Why not? We gotta try to go as far as we can, like, and get that in the book. Yeah, he really did that. How much further did he
I couldn't believe he actually did that.
Oh, he did. I could tell right away. I was like, yeah, he's balancing right. Like he's about to go all the way.
He's a flatland rider. This is all he does. Though.
Yeah, the white van. That was like. It's crazy how like John Hicks's channel gets that many. Like it seriously blew up. That little thing we did, just playing around in the parking lot, became like a thing.
It's like a YouTube sensation.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Dang.
Pretty nuts.
Where's he
though.
from?
I don't even know. I can't find his Instagram name.
Okay.
It sounds European, but
Yeah, he's got that Euro steez, I feel like. I don't know. He's look kind of.
I tried to look into him, but he's kind of an enigma.
Wait, he went to that pole case, so I got to measure that pole right there. And then between that, he kept going. I don't know. Maybe okay, right there, a little after that pole. Cool. I'm gonna go back. Tomorrow. No,
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna go back for sure.
I'll hit up Guinness Book. We'll make it official out there.
That's what I'm saying. We need to do that. Why not?
Might as
Have
well.
something in like the record book for real. Then it's like
that would be
official.
sick.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a manual record.
Is it?
I want to say.
How long is it? Like
Dude was
forever.
literally in a
It's probably
driveway. He was in a garage just going in circles, and he had like this heavy backpack on to where he was just balanced.
Wait, what?
I remember seeing it years
So
ago.
would that be a different record considered than like one that's straight?
Right.
You know what I mean? One that's in a circle is different. How do you measure one that's just
Or is it distance of like how much your wheels
or
roll?
your wheels roll?
Something like that.
How many times a valve stem passes that? I don't know. That's weird. How do you measure that?
I have no idea. I'm sure there's some kind of format.
Yeah. Well, let's do the backwards manual. Let's set that one up. The straight one too. It's got to be measured with the white van and everything.
White van needs to be there,
Yeah, it needs to be
100%.
there. That's the marker.
Growing up in San Diego, how do you feel like that's kind of affected your style or influenced you?
I think growing up in San Diego, the riders that were the OGs that I started going to the park with influenced me a lot, like Steve Woodward and like Tammy and Dennis.
Right.
And just like the area we're in, being able to be outside all the time, I feel like I don't know, it was just riding every day and
Right.
just being obsessed with it. And then having them like be there at the park, like I remember Steve Woodward teaching me how to do like an ice to over.
That's
And it was
amazing.
like, and it was so scary, it was so big at the time, like, and I would see him do it. And then there was one day I was like, I want to do that, and I couldn't commit to like trying it. And then the next, I'm one of those people that has to learn things by myself almost. Like
Really?
when I was in front of him or when he was telling me what's up, I kind of was like trying to understand it, but I was still kind of scared. And then when I was by myself, I just went for it, and then yeah, it was just crazy. Like he taught me a lot of things, and like Connor Lotus too. Just
Right.
like, I don't know, all the like, I kind of grew up like on some park stuff, on park shit, like
Yeah.
really just all park riding and that type of thing. So
Right.
they influenced me a lot. And then I don't know, I think just growing up in San Diego is just, I just think perfect weather. We have spots and just the park was accessible like that,
Right.
and the people that I was at the park with helped a lot too. So
Tons of different styles.
for sure.
Do you remember like the first video part you remember watching that like made a huge mark that kind of almost pushed your riding in a certain
Push
direction,
it,
if
yeah.
you will?
Like I say, Garrett's part and riding on the walls.
The Nike
It's like,
video?
that was like seriously. It's funny because I tell Dennis that, and they're like, "That's your staple video," like, because theirs is like Criminal Mischief and real like,
Right.
You know what I mean? They're like, "That's yours, riding on the wall." I'm like, you know, that was the generation I grew up in. You know what I mean? That was when after I quit racing, I was riding a little bit. I was like,
Yeah.
this video came out, and it was like, what? Like Nigel was in it. See, yeah, Garrett's part. It just made me just feel like,
Like
I
what's
don't know.
no one was really doing this technical.
No, had never seen nothing like that. And I was just like, the bar spin things and just like the way he was just smashing everywhere and just.
Definitely
Yeah,
has a
man,
bar
I-
spin button.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably one of the first dudes to be consistent. Like
Yeah.
nose to bar. That
Yeah,
was
this is like my like little Bible. I was seriously watching this all the time. I remember me and Sean or Kenny, we'd both be on that one. Right? We was younger.
Right.
We knew what we liked, what kind of riding we liked, and like
Yeah.
Garrett, he was the one we were watching. Like,
Yeah, I feel
it's
like
crazy.
a lot of people could probably say that he's
And this is like, how old is this now?
man.
Like this could come out now.
It has to be 10 years old.
This is just so 10 years old.
I feel like it's gotta
Damn.
be. I mean, 2006 or 7.
Yeah.
Right.
Stuff he's doing is just
I was in high school, so yeah,
yeah.
07, something like that.
And just and the consistency too. Like you could just tell that he could do it. You know, it wasn't like
Right.
it didn't. Some of it, I mean, you couldn't tell if it took how many tries, but you could just tell it was consistent. He was really that good.
Yeah.
You could watch it and just.
I was thinking about this. Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day almost, kind of like there's different types of dudes, or a lot of contest guys are really dialed with their tricks. Dudes who film video parts might take a while to film their tricks, but now it's turning into dudes who film street stuff or video parts, but they're dialed at those tricks.
Right.
Maybe it has to do with like the skate plaza, skate parts
sure.
with street obstacles.
Yeah.
Everyone's just so dialed nowadays.
I feel like now everything takes so much longer than it used to because now you're pushing yourself every time you're filming. You don't ever really want to, take a line that's that easy for you. You want to push it a little
Right.
bit. So it's crazy. Like I feel like when I first started filming and stuff, I would be doing stuff first try, this and that. But like now, dude, everything I try takes hours almost. I'm like, what the heck is going on? But it's just because I'm pushing it, or it just is what it is with your riding. You're trying to push yourself, and
Right.
I don't know. It just gets to that point eventually. But
that's what makes it so
crazy.
satisfying when you pull it too.
You know?
I think Ben Lewis said if you pulled everything first try, it just wouldn't even be fun.
It wouldn't even be fun like that. Because I like the work you put in, too. It's just like that meditation. That, like, you're working with your filmer, you get in the flow. Like, every time I mess up, we're already flowing to the same spot, coming back. Just a perfect mix. And then when you finally get it, it's just so relieving. Like, this was the other day. That's why I feel like this, is because me and Christian worked on this trick in Riverside for, I said 2 hours. It was 137 tries.
Damn.
And Devin was trying it for 4 hours, so he must have tried it 200, 300, 400 tries, his trick. So it was just like this. I was like, man, it was so worth it. Like, I would do that. Like, I would put that work in to get that again, you know, because I felt like at the end I was cramped. I was like, we had no water. We were just pushing it on some real just, like, we're already this deep. You got it. You already kind of did it. Like, come on, let's keep going. And then it was so worth it and so satisfying. Like, it would have been such a bummer to put in all that work and not get it. You know? I wasn't going to let that happen. I was like, no way. Like, I already committed to, like, I'm getting this. This is what I'm going to. And like, you know, when your hands get stuck to your, you know, they get stuck like in a ball, like in a fist. They was doing that. My thighs was all cramping. Man. And so between each one, I had to take like a break real quick and like walk it off and then go again. I was like, we could do it though, you know. And Christian felt the same way with his heavy ass camera. It's like 60 pounds, the red camera. He's like, man, I wasn't gonna tell you, but my arm is gonna fall off. Like we were both just feeling like we was putting in that work. And I think it is so much. Like, when you see the final thing, you know personally how much effort you put into that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Can't wait to see the clip.
Yeah, man, I'm stoked. That's, like, one of my favorite clips I ever got with him.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
That's saying something.
For real. Yeah, it was, like, 2 little tricks I had learned, like, just at the spot. And I was like, let's try it in a little line, so.
Is that for
my real street part.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to save that.
With the Real BMX thing, is there like a time limit, or does the video have to be under a certain amount of time?
It's 90 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, a minute and 30, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, like you film tons of lines too. Do you have any kind of strategic method of attack? Like,
well, my way, I just rather have more. I'd rather have a more just bang, 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 just like that type of thing. But then at the same time, I do like lines. It just depends. I'm just going to film everything I'd ever want and then see what, you know, goes together right with that type of, for that contest. Or Christian will put it together. He'll pick the right things, you know, but I'm not going to, like, not do a line because I think that maybe it won't be you. You know, I want to make sure, like, if I like doing it and I want to do it, then I'll do it.
Gotcha.
It'd be sick, like, to do a long line in there, too, you know, and it has a bunch of things, so, you know.
So you're more picky with, like, choosing your clips versus what you film. You'd rather film it all. And then...
I'd rather just film it all and then pick the right things for it, you know.
So what's been motivating you lately? Like, when you go out to film, have you seen anything in the last month that's, like, gotten you stoked and influenced you?
In the last month, I know that Animal video did, that new Animal, what's it, the Animal...
Facts.
Facts. That was dope. Like, Matt Miller, that full cab over the rail.
Right.
Just,
I think you commented on the video.
Yeah, man, he's just... I think I went up to New York and I seen him when I was at the Nigel's Go premiere.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was like, man, the half cab is so nasty you did. And then he I remember him low-key saying, oh, I think I full cabbed it though. And I was like, did he say that? Cause, and then like in the video, I didn't know. And then I saw the video and I was like, he did full cab that.
Damn.
And he like hinted at it like, oh, you'll see the full cab. Like, I was like, what? You're nasty for that.
And you saw the half cab like in a teaser?
I think the teaser. Okay, and I was like, bro, you half cabbed that rail. And I thought that was amazing. And he was like, oh, something about a half cab or full cab, and I was like, oh, whatever, you know, see. And then the video came out, I was like, what the heck is that?
Blew your mind.
And then like I know a couple dudes in New York that are cool, like, you know, so like just seeing them like in the friends sections and just seeing like I like the Narada dudes, the brothers, you know, they're really nasty.
They are.
And I've been watching them for a long time. And then Colin's part, Colin, you know, I've always watched him from the last Animal part, the house they had, the Animal house.
Yeah.
So, like, he's always putting in that nasty, like,
definitely. Just,
like, he did 180 switch, feeble, backwards manual switch bar, like, just stuff that's, like, pushing that kind of thing. Because, like, just doing it the regular way is dope. He did it the switch way, and I was just like...
The subtle, progressive, technical stuff.
And then, yeah, Donake's video, too. That
monster.
It was unbelievable. Like, I had to watch it so many times. And it's like... We were driving up to Riverside, and there was different clips popping in my head. And I was talking to DeMarcus and Chris, and I was like, remember he did Nollie Hanger 180 down the rail? Oh, remember he did... Right. It was like, here and there, you just remember these things from that video. I'm like, he's really that nasty, man. Like,
too many MVDs.
He's been pushing the game, and like, it's inspiring to me. I'm like, I want to use my pegs. I want to spin around, like, go this way, and like, and they really inspired me to ride rails, but that shit's just not, like...
Ledge guy?
Yeah, I'm just not as comfortable on a rail. I will, like, if I'm not going to nollie crook down no rail like that.
Right.
Or, like, you know, that's what they do, but that's so inspiring. It makes me want to learn that. It makes me want to do that one day. I'm not totally, like, I won't never try that, but just seeing the peg game's crazy, like Nathan Williams, too.
Right.
I'm, like, stoked on everybody's riding.
Yeah.
I'll be on everybody. Like, everybody's doing something that's, like, pushing, you know, the sport. And it's just, like, inspiring to see everybody's different way of doing it.
Right.
So, but Donahue, for sure, man. He's just on another level.
Absolutely.
It's almost like an alien, like foreign. It's foreign. It's, like, that much new. It's different. He's pushing it in a different way. It's boom, boom, spinning this way. And he did that tie ride 180 where he, like,
Oh, my
pulled,
God. One-upped himself.
Yeah, but he just got nasty when he turned around like that, nasty, the cab. Like, he was just loose. I like how he's so dialed, and that was loose. And it was just like, yeah, you're raw. You're so crazy.
Yeah. Shows how gnarly it was. Like, you didn't do that again.
Yeah.
I mean, that
No, hell
took
no.
that.
Yep.
100%.
Take that one. Yeah, man. So, and it's cool because I know he's such a good dude. Like, every time I see him anywhere, any contest, he's funny. Like, so, like, to have, like, the relationship knowing that he's cool with him, like,
Right.
you know, personally. So when I see it, I'm like, dude, you're just so crazy. Like,
He's the man.
yeah, he really is. Man,
Definitely timid and soft-spoken.
And
But
smaller dude. I'm just a
Yeah.
wee man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you are, dude. You're crazy. You do. I don't know how you do it, but
he's nuts.
yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely one of my favorite riders, for sure.
Donahue's the man, for sure. I can relate to that, too, as far as, like, I don't know, being influenced by someone who's doing things that you don't do.
Right.
I'm hyped on all the peg stuff people do. I've never even grinded a handrail. I think the fact that I can't relate to it, I get hyped on
Right,
seeing
yeah,
it, you know?
that's not what you do. So it's like, damn, if you're doing that, like, people tie riding rails, that shit blows my mind. I don't know. People are doing it down kink rails, long rails now. I'm like,
Yeah.
not something I'm gonna ever jump on like that, but just to watch that is like, you're that good at that. Do your thing.
It is nuts, the rail confidence that people have nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
For sure.
How did everything go with, you know, the switch, or not the switch, but you were all premium and now you're kind of also repping Haro. And
Yeah.
how's that been, just going on trips with, like, Dennis and Mike and
It's been
your
sick.
homies?
We have a trip coming up on Friday.
Really?
We're going to Mexico for like
Damn,
9 days.
that's awesome. Doing a video, or?
Yeah, just like a web video probably.
Okay.
And then maybe we could save some stuff for my, you know, Real Street Part 2, Christian was saying.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
cool. But like, it's just a team video. And like, we went to Puerto Rico the last time.
Right.
And that was my first trip with Haro and doing all that. And that was so fun. That was like one of the best trips I ever had, really.
Yeah.
Because Colin really runs it. Colin is one of the best TMs like
Right.
you could ever ask for. He's really on it as far as like where we're going, tour guides, feeding us food in the morning. Like he's really good for us.
kills it.
And like he makes the trip and the vibes, you know, that much better.
Right.
And then I don't know.
Yeah, shout out to Colin McKay.
Yeah,
the
shout
man.
out to Colin. Shout out. And yeah, man, like it was just a smooth transition between Premium and Haro because it was out of the same building. So
Right.
it was like, man, I'm just over here at Premium by myself, really. You know, and I went from being on Premium with Josh Harrington and Dan Foley and Sean Rickant, just like a real team. So it felt like, man, this is cool, but I just like feeling a part of something, a family, and like going on trips, having a crew.
Yeah.
And then Premium kind of lost that a little bit, you know, with the direction, whatever they did.
Yeah.
So then it made sense. It was like, yeah, why are you leaving me on? It was like I was like a step brother to, you know what I mean? To my real brothers. I'm like, it don't make no sense.
Right.
So then that just happened. And that's cool because I'm still on Premium for parts. So
Yeah.
I don't know, keep running it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Good call. What's up with all the Hollywood stuff you've been doing? Seems like you've been...
Well, last year I went to Toronto to film that XXX scene, and it's
Right.
crazy, like, how much you go through. When I seen it on the screen, I was like, no way. That's what they use. Like, that's how quick it is. You know, that's what it is.
It's like a head turn or
It's
something?
seriously that. Like, seriously just won't. I mean, you could see, but you could miss it pretty easily. Like,
Right.
And it's seriously just, we went out there for 4 days. Like, first-class flight, like, super nice hotel. Like, waking up early, being there all day, hurry up and wait. and it was such a lot. It was like a lot of work, you know.
Yeah.
Not a lot, you know what I mean, because like real actors put in real work.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a nice taste. I was like, wow, this is pretty crazy.
Did you get to meet Vin Diesel or anything?
Nah,
No?
I met the other dude. It was like the other famous dude. I don't know. He's like famous in China or something. I probably can't even say his name. But yeah. And then we did all that work.
Right.
And then it just shows like a flash. Boom,
Yep.
just like a quick little flash. I'm like, this is
So you
crazy.
shot way more than that, and that's what
Yeah,
you used.
yeah. Well, I mean, it was the scene, but it was over and over, and just a lot of like. I remember me and Nigel we were so bored at one point. We were just sitting there, and like there wasn't even like service or like I guess we would like talk to each other. I guess what it kind of felt like. I guess like, what up, dude? Like, what's up?
Do you know him at all, or?
Well, I see him around, you know, but I don't like.
I've heard stories. He's like Mr. Cool Guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I saw him actually in downtown San Diego, at the club Omnia.
Random.
Club Omnia. Yeah, we found out his party was over there. I'm like, you're in San Diego? I'm gonna go crash that. I'm gonna like, you can't be in San Diego without us popping through real quick. So, yeah, he's cool on that level, but it's like, it was just like, we're not like friends like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, I guess we'll just be cool, cause like we got nothing else to do but be cool right
Yeah.
now. It's like so much time to wait around and stuff. So. And then I did that one movie, yeah, I forgot when that picture popped up. But
Yeah, the John Ride On.
Yeah, I
What's
did
up with that?
That one.
Met Ludacris.
Yeah, that was actually really awesome. I like, I seen him. I knew I wanted to take him. I was like, I need to get a photo with Ludacris. So I seen him like, he was walking to his trailer. I was like, yo, let me get this photo real quick, because we had met, and he's like really respectful. He's not on some like, what you would think a celebrity would be like, because like when we first got there, John introduced us to him as Chris, and like John's all like, oh, this is Chris, like they're cool like that, and they probably, you know, I don't know, but I was like, cool. So he met everybody.
Yeah.
And then so when I seen him, I thought, you know, I was like, yo, let me just get a photo real quick. And then I think Chase Hawk's wife was coming up, or somebody was coming up where I was gonna have them take the photo.
Yeah.
And then he was like, no, get in real quick. Cause like more people going. I was like, nah, they're cool. He's like, nah, you don't understand. So I was like, cool. I just went in there, and then whoever was out there, they just see me just like have to go in there with him real quick.
In his trailer?
Yeah, and then he has someone else take a photo for us, but he felt like, you know, maybe he is on that level where people do take pictures like that, but it was more like, yo, they're gonna take a picture for me real quick out here. I didn't even need to go in. He was just grab me in here.
Yeah.
We met real quick. I remember I was playing a song on my phone, and he was like, is this whoop, whoop, whoop? I was like, no, this is Lil STL or something else.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, for sure. And that was pretty much the only conversation we had. Like,
Wasn't hyped on what you were listening to, or?
no, he just sounded like some that he knew, and I was like, nah, bro, this is this. And
Some
then
shit you don't even know about.
Yeah, and then he was just like, oh, for sure. We took a photo real quick, and that was that.
Nice.
So, but that movie set was different. It was like, that one was way more active than the other one. Like, the John Bulgen's one were a lot more bike ride, like riding. I didn't even bring my bike to Toronto. That one was weird for the XXX. So it was like, you want me in this movie, I'm a bike rider. You don't even want me to bring my bike. There's no bike riding, I guess. Cool, I'll stand here with two girls in the club like this, I guess. That's what you want me to do. But the John Bulgen's one was full-on riding. You're like, you know, action, and then Larry Edgar drops in the ball. Everyone goes, woo, and he's doing tables. And it seriously, from a distance, me and Dennis, we like took a walk around the park. We're like, man, this is crazy. Like, we need like to get away from that. And from a distance, it looked like a contest, like straight up, just like a real contest. They're like, wow, they really made, with all the people that they got for like the, you know, background and like just extras and all that type of thing. When they said action, it literally sounded like a contest, like, and they were doing tricks like a contest, because I think they were getting that vibe, like Nyquist was out there slinging them. Yeah, like, because they was like, we're really doing tricks, and the people was here that don't really get to see that often. You could just tell the vibe they were in. They were cheering, but they were really doing tricks too. I'm like,
That's awesome.
You guys are crazy. So that was actually real, like, BMX, cool, full-on BMX. Like, Ludacris was riding around on a bike the whole time. Like,
That's sick.
On his own, he'd be with his trainer doing some things, and then ride back and just cruise, trying to hop around. Like, everyone was like riding a bike. So
nice.
That one was cool.
Now that movie, is that all about John Bulgen's life?
His
He's
life.
like the
He's
Haro
got a-
brand manager, right? He designs all the parts and stuff, and he's got a movie being made about himself.
He's got a gnarly life, like growing up, and like I don't want to get in. I don't even really know like that. I need to see the movie to really understand, because he's told me, but like I think a visual and all that type of thing, it'll make more sense to me, because it's kind of like all over the place. It seems.
Yeah.
So
I've heard things from him and from others, and it seems crazy. Can't wait to see what this movie turns into.
And I don't know, like, about skinheads and this and that, but it's some gnarly shit. But I'm like, wow. But cool. We'll see what happens. Ludacris is in it, so you know, like, I wonder how good of a movie it'll be. And about BMX, like, it could kind of be corny though, but I don't know. It could be cool.
The last BMX movie was Rad 2, right?
Well, I think it should be pretty cool. It should be cooler. It's on some different, like, I feel like because the riding, it really is like a contest scene. Like, the riders are real. Like, it's a good, I don't know.
Do you know if they're still shooting that, or is
they're
that
done?
Right.
They're done now.
It might be coming out late this year or something.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or next year. Shit. I don't know how long movies take, but you never know. But I think they were working on it for months before that. It was like months. Like, they had been putting in work. Like, John was even acting. Like, he had to act a few parts in it. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Arjuna.aj wonders, when is the mixtape dropping?
Why?
I've been meaning to ask you about your rap career. I know you're in the studio.
I know.
What's up with the mixtape?
It's like, I don't try to put it out there like that because it's not something like I'm pursuing like I did for BMX. You know, it's not like the same drive. It's not like I'm doing that. If I'm gonna do music, you know, I'm gonna be completely obsessed with music the way I am about bike riding. I never wanted to knock me off my bike riding. So it's like, I don't make songs all the time. Like, I made a song like last week, but like that was in a period between that, like the last song before that was a while between me and Cash, because like he has a job, the dude I produce with, and I ride, you know, doing what I do. So it's not like I'm constantly making music, but at this point, like, I think we have like enough stuff to make a mixtape, but I'm not like, I gotta feel comfortable with it. It's like a personal thing. Like, if I'm gonna let people hear this and let people, like, I gotta feel comfortable about it. So it's not something I'm like just throwing out there being like, yeah, I make music, I'm a rapper. But people know about it and they be asking too, because certain songs do be, like, I know certain people heard certain songs, so it's like, you know, you're gonna be asking, and you could find it on my homie's SoundCloud, but I don't know, it's just something I have fun with. It's not, I don't take it serious like that, but shit, you never know, you know, I could keep making music one day, it could, but I'm not gonna, like, you know, not make it. But I just,
it's one thing putting out a track, it's another thing putting out a full album mixtape too.
Yeah, and it's something you want to stack on. Like, I have totally enough songs to make a mixtape, but like, it's like stacking clips. Like, you want to put the right stuff with it and like make sure it has that right fit at the end. And like, I don't want to be embarrassed about something I put out. You know, I want to feel totally confident. Like, like, I know, like, I like these songs. I know other people will like these songs. Like, it's just is what it is. And you're gonna have hate regardless, but But like, as long as I feel comfortable with it, then I'll throw it out. But
good analogy to like filming a section where you want to put your best stuff.
You want to definitely put the best songs in it. So I'm like, I don't have enough songs yet. I don't have a banger. I have close to a banger, but you know, I don't know. I need a few bangers. It's like hit tracks type thing. You know, you need some. So I'm just stacking, just slowly, and I'm not in a hurry. I'm just make it here and there. So
no time soon on the
mixtape. No time soon. Just listen to what you can find on SoundCloud for now.
At Grant Safari is wondering, is there another full-length market video coming?
Not that I know of. I know we're going on a market trip in March, which is going to be our first market trip for a while, like since a while. I think since then, really. And I think Dennis's plan is to just really do what we did with web videos for a little bit. Yeah. And then I think, you know, eventually we're gonna make another video. That's never like something we don't want to do, but it's just kind of hard to get everybody together. But for the first trip, we have coming up soon, so I'm really stoked. I haven't been on a trip with everybody in a long time.
Hell yeah.
Like Connor, and I think Ronnie's coming out. I don't know, Jeff might be hurt. I think Rob Wise is even gonna come out.
Yeah?
I think so.
That'd be awesome.
And so it's just like
OG squad.
Yeah, it's been a while. Which is cool, because we put in so much work, and that's kind of how things are, you know. You let it sit for a little bit, and then you get back on it when it's about that time. So it's not out of the picture, but I think Dennis's plans are just little things first, you know, get us going back, hanging out together again, and then we'll start that. So
everyone's busy and got things going on. I remember years ago, Christian said they were going to do a 10-year video or something, which, like,
real.
Damn.
Like, that long. That'd be worth it though. You know, if you spending that long on it,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like Deadline or something. You know, that
Definitely.
one just came out ridiculous. It just has so many clips and
Yeah.
things they didn't even want to use that people like because they, you know, like
Something about
everything's
the
just
spot,
yep. And seeing something that's like a long time ago, I think that has like a cool look to it. When you see your favorite rider or see a rider
Right.
with like that's older, that's still sick, you know, that you're
Right.
seeing only now. So kind of that would be cool. But 10 years is long. Like,
It's a pretty long amount of
10
time.
years, man, I'm gonna be. If I feel like this right now after riding street, shit. 10 years from now, I don't know what I'm gonna be feeling like. I need to get on some Pilates or something. Like
Could help. Keep you limber,
for real.
nimble.
Get on my Bestwick grind on some Pilates or Chad Bestwick. I mean, or whatever. Bestwick.
Jamie.
Yeah, but like, dude, I rode that last time I rode. I was so sore. And I was like,
Filming
we were
that
filming for
line.
that market video. Like, however old I was, I didn't feel that bad. Like, I didn't. I could try something for hours and feel like I could try something the next day for hours. Like, I'm
Right.
still feeling it. It was like 2 days ago. I'm like, damn, I can't even like.
Getting old, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a full body massage tomorrow and everything. Like.
How old are you right now?
23. I'm
Yeah,
not
you're
old,
still young,
but
yeah.
I just feel it. Like I could
Right.
just feel the difference. Before I used to that didn't bug me. Now I'm like, oh, and I be rolling out. I do my thing as far as stretching and trying to stay on top of it.
Right.
But that was just that last time, man. Right now, it just killed me. And I think it's only because I haven't been riding street like that. Like,
Right.
haven't been on the filming mission like that. When I was with Devin, he was filming and he was getting like frustrated.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is crazy because I'm in the opposite. I know what he's feeling. Like, he's been filming for this Etnies video for however
Right.
long. He was like, I want to go to bed. I don't want to film. Like, you know, and I'm like, I feel you. But I'm
Yeah.
on some, I haven't filmed in a while. I want to film for hours. Like, I want to.
Right.
So I was down to try this shit over and not get upset. And it's just funny because
Right.
towards the end of a project, you just get so mad, like, frustrated. Then you're still trying tricks. Like, how many tricks have you know?
Right.
I don't know. What did Pova say? I think Pova said something funny. Pova always say something funny. But
Yeah.
it's just like, damn, you could try lines forever. And like just seeing like where he is in his stage and versus my stage. I'm in the beginning of a video where I'm
Right.
like down to try, and he's at the end where he's just like,
He's
I'm
been
like,
through so many battles.
yeah,
he just,
man. You know, I think that's what Pova was saying. He needed to get more one bangs. He already
Yeah.
has enough of this stuff that spends hours. So I'm like,
That's like Devin's shit, though. But
yeah, it is,
Yeah.
and that's what makes him him. He was doing the gnarliest line.
serious.
It was like.
So you can't be mad. Look at what you're trying.
No. But yeah, and that's what it is. Like, you can't be mad. Look what you're trying, you know? Like, but for him, he knows he can do it. So
Yeah.
he's like, and then you get that close where you get to the end and don't even throw the bars or something. It's just like devastating. Like, it was just like crazy. But it's just like crazy knowing that, like, how much my body hurts now compared to
Yeah.
what it used to. It used to not even bug me to film for like that long. And I'm like, oh, my back.
Body
My
can't
knees.
keep up.
Nah, I think I was just dehydrated. I was drinking a lot of Henny and all that over my birthday.
It doesn't help.
I don't think
Yeah,
it
you said you had to
helps.
recover a bit from your birthday.
Yeah, but
Had a
I like
wild night?
recovering through riding. You just sweat it out.
True.
Go to the park, and sweat, go ride street, sweat, work on something.
Right.
Feel good about yourself again. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because every time you party, it's like, every time, I like partying when I'm celebrating. Like,
Right.
like, oh, I got some clips. Okay, maybe I'll do some things. Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can't just be partying like that.
Just
so
to
like,
party.
Yeah, so it felt good for me to just get back in the. Me and Dennis call it the studio. When we're getting clips, you're in the studio. The
Gotcha.
same way someone's making music. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, get back in the studio. And then like watching Dennis too, like, damn, you've been in the studio for a minute. He's been working on a video with Mastroni. That's
Oh, I
crazy.
know.
I'm like,
I've got a little tease of that.
yeah,
It's-
man. I'm
man.
like, but it's cool. Yeah, we just say we're in the studio working, like getting clips. Same thing, same hustle. You know.
True. Doing your
cool.
thing.
You know.
Being creative.
Yo.
Next question. How do you feel about Transworld ending the print of Ride magazine? That's from Joe Ballesteri.
That's a bummer. That's like the biggest bummer, I think, because magazines is so precious to our sport and to what we do. It's like what I had started, you know, I was in school, ripping pages, putting it on here, or
Same.
at school, bringing it with me. Like, it's just a part of, like, my life to
Right.
have, like, something, like, physical, like, to look at a picture of your favorite rider really there and, like, reading a description, captions. I'm gonna miss all the things, all the little things that you probably wouldn't even think, like, you see when you know, go through it. But, like, I just think, I don't know, it was precious for us. So it sucks, but you know, if you still have them, you know, if you still have them, you saved them, like it's print,
Yep.
it ain't gonna go nowhere if you can keep it nice, you know. So
Right.
hopefully everybody's holding on nice to them and stuff. I know I got mine. I got a big stack of rides, so.
Oh yeah.
And I tore pages out on my walls in my room. If you go to my parents' house, it's still like it. I mean,
Really?
pictures of Garrett and Dennis and Nigel right here, Edwin De La Rosa, Nigel and Tyrone, like
Right.
just all kinds of just ads and on my ceiling, and they're
Yep.
all pictures from all the magazines. There was even BMX Plus in there too, but mostly Ride. Everything was Ride.
Yeah.
Everything was Ride. Like the best pictures was in there, so I was ripping them
Yep.
out, putting them, and it would be shitty sometimes because on the back of it would be something I'd like, so I'd have to pick a side. Like I would post one,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wait, that who's on this side? And it's like,
poster.
you know, because it's on both sides of the page. So I was influenced by everybody, though. I have pictures of Aiken and
Same.
Chase Hawk,
Yep.
and then it gets to street. It's just like everybody made me stoked to ride. So but yeah, I'm gonna miss that the most. It's just the physical going through the pages
Yeah.
and looking at. It's so nice going on the plane in a new ride. You know, when you get on the plane and you have the new one you haven't opened, you save
Right.
it, that type of thing. So it is what it is. But
Yeah. I feel like it's a generational thing too, kind of for us, where
Yeah.
we grew up with it to where it's hard to see it go.
right.
But positives will come of it too.
Yeah, for sure. Like this. Stuff like
Absolutely.
this. There's definitely more stuff to be done, so it's cool.
All right, Angel _ Arujo1 is wondering, how is it that you came across the Nike sponsorship, and what's your favorite Nike shoe to ride in?
Okay, my favorite Nike shoe to ride in is what I got on right now. The original Janowskis, the OGs, the first ones.
Gotcha.
No Lunar, no nothing, just the original Zoom Air Janowskis.
Yep.
And then I got on Nike through Dennis, really, was
Okay.
my, who really like put in a good word to Losi about me. And I had always kind of wore Nike stuff because I was influenced by the Nike stuff, everything.
Right.
I love wearing Nike. And then I remember I was at Claremont, and then Gary Young was like, talking to me about Vans, like, hey, what do you think about Vans? You ever want to get on, whoop, whoop, whoop? Like, I could put in, and then Dennis rolled up and heard something about that, and was like, nah, you want to get on Nike? I tell him right now. And I was like, what? It was
No
that
way.
moment right there.
It's like battling.
They both asked me, and then both looking at me like, so what do you want to do?
No
and I just
way.
told them, I said,
You were like a little
I'm
kid,
rocking,
probably.
yeah. And I'm like looking down, like, Dennis, let's run the Nike thing. And then I started getting Flow clothes from when I was like 15 to like 17. And then I got the Flow email. So if you're on Flow, Losi emails you and tells you that you have no chance of getting on the pro team. The pro team is set. It's
Right.
this, and this. Spinner, Nigel, Garrett, and Dennis. And then something happened with Spinner, and they needed somebody. It was seriously just luck, like perfect timing. I don't know what it was, but when I was 17, that's when they bumped me up. And it was like, it got like, I don't know, everybody approved of it just to see that like, it went down to like, so Garrett, are you down? Or Nigel, are you down? And Dennis, are you down? Everybody was down. And then Losi was down. And then we just got this call. I remember me and my mom was in her room talking to Losi about like this. And it was just the biggest moment of like
Right.
my career. It was like, it really felt like you made it in a sense. Like you
Yeah.
got something big. Like this is big, you know.
Definitely.
Making, you know, now it just changed my life. I don't know, it was crazy. And it was just perfect timing. I just think, I don't know what happened with Spinner or what the deal is, but around that time, and then they needed someone else. It was just, I happened to be in that spot where they
Right.
put me up there. But I had the same email as everybody else.
Right.
Everybody else been on the flow team. You're not going to be on pro. You know? And that wasn't something I wanted to pursue because you get that and you're like, so okay, and I'm not going to be on pro, but this is cool. I'm so grateful to get what I
Right.
could get. And then they bumped me, and it was just like, what? It was something I had never seen coming because you just, I don't know. It was crazy.
Some real shit.
Yeah, it was real.
I'm glad they bumped you though.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's a blessing. I'm so thankful. Keep me going.
Tim Hayek is wondering, have you ever had doubts in yourself, mainly your riding or just what you do in general?
Sometimes when I see these new kids on Instagram, yeah, I do. I be like, damn. It's crazy that, like, that's really, it's not doubts, but it's just like, it pushes you as a professional or you as a person because you realize that these kids are younger and doing things that is hard for you now.
Right.
And they have the hunger that we had, you know, when we was trying to get up there too. So it's like, it keeps you fired up
Yeah.
and like staying on top of your thing. I don't really ever like doubt myself like that. Maybe like, nah, I never really doubt myself like that because I always try to think positive on all situations. Even learning tricks, if I can't get it that day, I'm not gonna doubt that I can't do it ever, but not today, something like that. But I don't know, like, yeah, just the new kids though, they really are. I feel like they're pushing everybody. Johnny Rakes, him, and like Jacob Cables, and you just have so many people that are just like, they're younger Travis Hughes, you know what I mean? So it's just crazy. They're just pushing the game. I don't think they even know. They're pushing everybody. Like, look at what Garrett's doing now. Look at what Donnie. I mean, I think it's just because it's just what it is. It's just.
And that was you, like you influenced them when they were growing up too.
I know.
So.
It's just crazy cycle. Crazy to see. And at first, I didn't know how to take it. When I first realized, like, I was like, do I suck? Oh wait, what's the deal? Or like, what am I even doing anything that's even? But then I just took it. I took it as like, you know what? You got what you got for being you. So just be you. And I was just like, whatever I think is cool, I'm gonna do the tricks I think is cool. I'm gonna stay doing me, progress my own pace, not let it, And so I just accepted it. But I kind of freaked out at first. I was like, what should I be doing? Should I be out there learning this hanger bars? Should I be consistent at hanger bars? Like, no, man, don't be. That's what that kid might be good at, or whoever's good at. You're good at what you do. Just keep doing what you having fun doing. That's when you're not having fun anymore because you're trying to do something that someone else might be trying. Stuff like that. So it was like a eye-opening experience. That was kind of like recently, like within the last year or two. I was like, whoa, man, like, what is going on? But I don't know. I learned how to like just. It's cool. It's all cool. Just keep riding. You'll be straight. So
I've definitely heard other riders kind of going through that, and it's like, well, you're here because of what you've done. That's what people are hyped about.
But then you see kids doing stuff that just makes you feel like, what?
Or you're hyped on it, so you want to do that.
Right. And I don't know. It's cool though. It's just a cycle of. It was my first time realizing it. And going through it, I was like, wow. Okay, I'm good. Like.
Realize you just got to do you.
Yep. For sure.
Another question from Tim is, how do you deal with injuries?
Injuries, I take them like serious. I just chill. Like even if I have like a bruised heel, something, like people that are like, you know what I mean? People ride through that type of stuff all the time. But like for me, I just make sure I'm fully healed before I like ride again. And like I went through the worst injury last year. I broke my jaw, all my teeth. Like, that was the worst one. And I just like having a girl helps. If you're down, like, bro, like, if I was just sitting there, I mean, I got my parents and my friends and everything, but damn, it just helped to have some type of comfort, someone like that next to me. And I couldn't even eat.
Damn.
Like, Losi was sending juices to my house, pressed juices.
Wow.
Just so I could, like, get some in my body, because, like, everything soft was sensitive. So if it was hot or cold, it was just touching my teeth. It would hurt. Yeah. And then it was like, my teeth were falling out. The roots was all messed up. That was the first surgery I ever had to go through to get them pulled. And I remember I went to sleep, and I was asleep. I couldn't feel it, but I could tell what they were doing, Like, I could tell, like, I could feel it hammering, like, because it got pushed up. And this was all because I went to the park, and someone low-key got in my way, and I just had all this speed. Instead of hitting the hip my normal way, I hit it the other way, and I missed the landing. And I didn't even know I was missing the landing. I didn't have no brace, because I thought I was going to catch it. I had no doubts of, like, where the landing was, and it just was a little too far, and it just, boom. It was, like, bloody, everything. I was like, oh, shit. My headphones, I, like, just laid there, checking if everything, and it was my chin that was bleeding the most. So I was like, okay, I need to get that stitched. So I drove myself to the ER, called my dad. Dad, I'm going to the ER. Met me over there, got that fixed before I could even touch my teeth. All my teeth, and they're like my molars, my back teeth were broken.
Wow.
And it was the worst. And they were falling out at night. I was like, oh. Dude. And it was just, like, by the time I went to the dentist, they were like, this is the craziest thing we had ever seen. Wow. And so they're trying to do all they could do to get
dentists are saying this is the craziest thing. Wow.
They're picking out my teeth. The ones they couldn't get, they had to send me somewhere else, the oral surgeon. And then I had to come back after the oral surgeon, get a root canal on my bottom teeth now, cracked teeth. It was just ridiculous. And now I have no teeth over here because they cost like $5,000 each. They're like big molars. So I'm not about to, unless they're gold, you feel me? Give me some gold teeth. Yeah, I'm not going out there spending that much money on teeth right now. I mean, shoot. But it's like, that was the worst thing I had ever really went through. And like,
sounds brutal, man.
Yeah.
Do you just chew on one side right now?
Yeah, right now. I'm just chewing this. I've been chewing on this side, though. So it is what it is. But it's crazy because, like, the more I go to the park, it is dangerous with other people. Like, I went
Absolutely.
there yesterday in the morning with Tyler, and it was chill. I was like, I need to come here more at this time because it's just dangerous. Like, I almost feel like I need my own space to ride now, like how Dennis has his own ramps. I want my own, like, area to ride, you know? Like, I want to put my head down. I love saying what's up to everybody. That's not the problem. But it's just like sometimes you want to gym it. You want to just go to work and progress in your own pace and do all your own things. So I'm like, it might be time to do that sometime soon. Like, I really, like, it's just the way I want to get down, the way I want to do it. I just rather not people be in the way, scooter kids, their parents, you know, just all kinds of just people that be at the park. And that affected me that one time. And it wasn't even someone that was like a kid in the way. It was a bike rider, but and he was cool, but it's not. It's just the fact that there's just other people around. It makes it dangerous because, like, you're trying to get it in a certain way. They might not know what line you're going to hit, and just it happens so fast, and there's nothing I could do about it.
Damn.
Just craziest thing I had ever really been through, though. But
Sounds gnarly.
everything, any injury, though, I just take it day by day. I know I'm going to be back on my bike. It's just what you got to go through to get there, so.
Having the girlfriend helps, though?
Yeah, having a girl definitely helps.
I feel that.
Shoot, definitely helps. Or your PS4 or something. You need something to occupy yourself. You're just going to be sitting there thinking, to get your mind off your bike, because that's the hardest part. Is like, you're not going to be riding. Just stop. Maybe, because watching videos is even like, because it makes you want to ride. So it's
Just
like,
torturous.
yeah, watch Netflix or something, man. PS4, you'll be good.
Last question we had is from Jude Lorne. He's asking, what's the most valuable lesson you have learned riding most of your life?
Valuable lesson?
Deep one.
From through riding, too.
Yeah.
That's like,
from your whole life.
He wanted me to sit here and think like for an hour.
Or if anything comes to your head.
Valuable lesson through riding, I just think just appreciating who you're around, because like every time I'm riding, mostly is like I'm with good friends and good people. Actually, this is perfect. This is exactly my life lesson, right? Or lesson from riding. When you go travel anywhere, you need to be with your good friends. You know what I mean? When you travel anywhere, you should be with your good friends. That's the biggest lesson I learned through riding, because I went places. I love riding, and at the time I was traveling, just saying yes to a bunch of things, and I went somewhere that made me feel uncomfortable. Nobody was there that I could vibe with, and I was like, wow, like I can never do that again. That made me feel homesick. I've never felt out of place. Because I wasn't sharing it with nobody that I could talk to and at the end of the night be like, damn, dude, this place is crazy. Or like, damn, had no one to like do that with. So it was just like, that opened my eyes, man. I was in like Japan, and I was like, bro, I can't do this. I need somebody, I'm never gonna say yes to something that one of my friends isn't gonna be there, or someone I can't hang out with there. It's just not my thing. It wasn't like I couldn't like meet new people, like that type of thing. It was just the vibes, like a close friend, like, I don't know. That was a big lesson for me. I was like, I'm not going nowhere, man, without someone to share it with. So.
Importance of friends, I guess, generally.
We need that. It makes a trip, you know. I mean, there's certain people, for me, you know, there's certain people that could go anywhere by themselves and do it.
Yeah.
But just personally for me, I was like, man, I need someone to share this with, because
Right.
I just feel too uncomfortable by myself all the way somewhere like this, you know. So.
Feel that.
Yeah. Shouts to Brad Sims, though. He does that.
Yeah, right.
He can just run life. I'm like, bro, you're a different kind of human than I am, man. Run that. But.
What's the newest with all the CEEKLIFE stuff?
CEEKLIFE.
How'd that start, and kind of like, what do you see that as today?
It kind of started as like I wanted to just have a brand for me, or something to represent me, or something I could rep, a sticker with something that meant something to me.
Right.
And then I started that YouTube channel, and then it was more like, I didn't know what I wanted to do with it yet, but now it's kind of like I just film a part every year for it at the moment, and like Dennis was down to like film a part too, and like I don't want it just to be bike riding, you know. I want it to just be, I don't know, I haven't really built it the way I want it yet, but I definitely have like a lot in mind and ideas. I just haven't like capitalized on them yet. But just as far as like riding right now, I just put out a part every year for it, and then
kind of building it up.
And then we're gonna have hats coming out. I'm only gonna make exclusive amount. Like once they're gone, and like make something else maybe. But just to keep it out there, just to keep a little hype too. Just like just drop something limited. You know, certain people will have it. make people want something else. I'm not trying to compete. I'm not like trying to be a Peep Game or a Further or I'm not trying to be a brand that, as far as that, like clothing, get my hands full with like that type of thing. For me, it's just more just to have something, like a sticker, just to put up, you know, if I want to make a hat, make a little hat. But like, I'm not trying to be consistently a brand or no type of like, nothing like that yet. You know, it's just, it's there if I want to. So like, that's kind of how I really started it.
Were you ever, I think at first you almost said you were talking about making a blog or like posting
Yeah, I was
things.
gonna do that on there, and then that turned into, I made my own and then made that Rockstar video, and I wanted to keep doing that type of thing, but then that got my hands full too. I was like, dude, how do these people do, this is your job now, it's YouTube. Like, I still wanna ride, like I still wanna, you know, that's not really the route for me, but I still have that page open for that too. Like if I ever wanna start, you know, share the day with me or that type of thing, I could do that. But I just opened that for that opportunity for me to do that as well. Like, I feel like YouTube is so big that you need to at least have an account with it. You at least need to have something. So just pretty much just started it, but I'm not consistent. Like, I don't do every day, every week, that type of thing yet. I don't have that much content. Like, I don't know. For me, I feel like it'd be better. I just don't like, I can't film myself all day. Like, I'm real, like, I don't need it was crazy, dude. I was in LA, in Alfredo. I was at some little, what is it? Like a, what do they call it? When like a casting call or something like that, you know, where they like audition type thing. They had some other bike riders come through. And Brandon Vegan and Alfredo were both vlogging the whole thing. From their point of view, their views must be the same day. Like, it's gotta be the same thing. And they're like, I saw him in the distance, they was filming my car, like, yo, look who's, like, you could tell what they were doing for the vlog, and they pulled up, and they said what's up, but it's like with the phone, and when they said later, it was with the phone, and then it was like a real peace out. I was like, damn, they really,
like a separate real peace out.
I was like, wow, this is really how vlogging is. It, like, it's obsessive. Like, you're really filming everything. I thought he was on, Brandon Began was on Snapchat or something. He's filming his real vlog, like clips, like. Like, man, that's just too much for me. Like, if you're into that, you could do it, but.
It's a lifestyle.
It's like, yeah, it sure is. Like, filming your every move. I don't know. It's just not my thing. It's too much going on with that, so.
So Chad's the man. We got some premium product out of his own personal stock. So,
Sweet.
I mean, if he breaks some bars this month, he's gonna be screwed. But he loves you guys, so.
Cool. So should I just ask him the questions, or?
Yeah. So we got some questions, and the first person to answer all 4 questions correctly in a single comment will win these CK bars and forks, and then the second place runner-up will get the set of tires.
Okay, for sure.
So hit him with the question.
So the first question, these are the ones I came up with, just chilling, thinking about some type of questions for you guys and everything. So the first one I said, what year did I get on Rockstar? You know, what year did I get on Rockstar? Second one is, what city was my banger filmed in? My Market Zero part. So what city was that? My last trick in my Market Zero part. And then what's the oldest clip in my CEEKLIFE part? If you pay attention to like details and what bike I'm on at what time, just pay attention to some details. And then what hand do I throw a switch bar with? Left or right? So, cool.
So you have to answer all 4 questions correctly.
Yep.
First place wins the bars and forks. Second place gets the set of tires.
Just the blooded out tires. Cool. Sweet.
Nice. So I think that pretty much wraps it up.
Yeah.
Wrapping up Feeble Talk episode 1 with Chad Kerley. Thanks again for coming in.
No worries. Thank you.
And next week we're going to have Christian Rigal, Chad's filmer, coming in.
Sick. I'll be watching that one.
Tune in.
Let's do it.
Signing off.
What up? It's Chad Kerley. You're watching Feeble Talk. Subscribe to Ride BMX for more videos. Bang.